And there's when he was a little boy. He used to have this dog called Bam Bam, and oh man, he loved Bam Bam.
John Smarch has fond memories of his nephew, Travis Smarch. Travis was a citizen of the Carcross-Tagish First Nation. His uncle remembers him as a social and caring person who could easily make others laugh.
He was always worried about the other guy, and sticking up for people and helping others. He was a good young man when he was alive.
Smarch says, like many others in the Yukon, Travis struggled with addictions. The 27-year-old died in the first week of January in 2022 from a drug overdose. He was one of 8 people in the territory to die from illicit drug use during a 3-week span in January 2022.
Today, I am declaring a substance use health emergency in the Yukon Territory.
In response to the deaths, the Yukon government declared a substance use health emergency on January 20th, 2022.
We've had a tremendous response with respect to our partners. There are many programs, enhancements of services that have happened over the last year.
That includes the creation of a mobile paramedic unit at the Whitehorse Emergency Shelter focused on harm reduction and renovating the territory's supervised consumption site to incorporate an inhalation hood. McPhee says almost 2,000 people visited the site in 2022, up from 77 people in 2021.
It's an opportunity for people to use drugs in a safe way, and the inhalation hood has increased the number of people that go there. We've had almost 2,000 people.
This declaration, a state of emergency, to me it's just words. They're just blank words.
Karen Nicklew is a Notchonayak First Nation citizen and a recovering addict and alcoholic. She works with street people at the Whitehorse Emergency Shelter. In October 2022, Yukon government handed over responsibility of the shelter to the Council of Yukon First Nations and nonprofit organization Connective. Yukon government continues to provide funding to the shelter.
The shelter is still the shelter. It's the place where people go to use, the people where they go to drink.
Nicklew wants to see stricter rules at the shelter, easier access to funding, and safe spaces for people living in communities. She says she won't believe things have improved in the territory until those changes happen.
They say it over and over again, the government, we're meeting them where they're at, but they're not. They're keeping them where they're at.
McPhee says she understands people have concerns and is adamant her government is putting in the work so people who use substances have options and support.
I think the numbers indicate that there has been a positive change. Is it enough? No. Will it ever be enough? Probably not, but we will continue to work on it. We will continue to work with our partners and be dedicated.
As for Smarch, who's a recovering alcoholic himself, he hopes to see increased on-the-land healing options. It's something Yukon government is working on with its First Nations partners.
But I do think there is people who are trying and who are trying to get the programming out to people, the people who need it.
He hopes by sharing his nephew's story, others will be inspired to reach out for help if they need it.
I'm always hoping and praying that we can do a lot more for our people and for others who are struggling.
Sarah Connors, APTN National News, Whitehorse.